we solved Operation Trey yet?
No, not quite. I'm gonna talk to James, but last time things got a little heated, so I'm just gonna give it some space. Let cooler heads prevail.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
So is there any chance that there is something else you're not talking about?
What do you mean?
You did your Mr. and Mrs. Smith thing with Julia, which thanks for rigging me in on that, by the way.
Cass.
No, it's fine. Get it? Just felt like you bought in. But now Julia is working in DC, so she hasn't been able to look into it. You haven't either. And yet you're here, fixated.
It's hard to shake off. I mean, someone targeting my unit, it's a big buy, right? And it doesn't exactly fit the MO of an anarchist organization. Grey Flag didn't come after me until after I investigated the thing.
These deaths happened before any of that.
Yes.
And yet you're still thinking about what Tommy said.
When he said it, I guess I was just hoping for an easy answer, but now the adrenaline has worn off, and I'm not so sure.
You have the intel right in front of you. So if you are so sure that Tommy's wrong and you're right, there's no harm in proving that. That would also mean that there's no one out there with a vendetta against you. So why don't we prove Tommy wrong, once and for all? Get you some closure.
Really nice getting to know you better through all that.
Yeah, likewise, man. I mean, it's important for us to give back and uplift our community.
Couldn't agree more. Now, that ranger job has a lot of red tape involved. And some of that keeps you from doing real work. The fact that they let you go over some small infractions, ridiculous.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm doing okay with it. I'm just figuring out what's next.
And I'd love to help you with that. On my side of things, there is no red tape. What matters is results. Not everybody can apply what we learn at deployment back home like you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So look, the lobbying group I work with, we're in the market for a consultant. Some security stuff, but it's hardly a rent-a-cop gig. I'm talking brushing shoulders with celebrities and senators alike, all for veterans' causes.
I'm flattered. Andrew, really, I am. But, I've been going nonstop for years now, and I'm just enjoying taking this beat for myself right now, so.
I'm hoping we can change your mind.
All right, what exactly are we talking?
We lobby for veteran support. Too many of our guys and gals go put it all on the line to come back to nothing. It's unacceptable.
You've got my attention.
And things aren't always as they seem in DC. Things can get hairy.
So is this the gig?
Sorta. I'm ready to get you signing on the dotted line. But with everything going on, not everybody shares the same enthusiasm after what happened with your ranger gig. Just look at this as insurance. An entrance exam even. Just think about it. Look that over. It's plans for an upcoming gala. And all of it, something doesn't add up. You figure it out, you give me a call.
All right, will do. Thanks, Andrew.
Bon appetit.
Merci.
Digging into the past like this, these connections between my unit, it just, leads to a lot of pain.
But sometimes it leads to answers you desperately need.
Yeah, all right, let's do it. Sam Turner.
Car accident 6 months ago, died in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apparently the witness said that there were 2 vehicles with 3 people. Turner was in one, 2 guys in the other. But one of them walked away from the scene.
Okay, hold on. The other witness and the officers report 2 people on the scene, both deceased. No mention of a 3rd person who survived.
Weird, but we get conflicting statements all the time.
Right.
Okay, apparently Turner was driving ahead of the other vehicle when the witness heard the second car blaring his horn, which spooked Turner.
What? No, that can't be right.
Why?
It doesn't make sense.
on, you can't be serious.
I'm just saying, the only thing bigger in Texas is the Hive.
Well, you got enemy engagement on Route Indy?
Let's stay frosty, gentlemen. I know Tommy's got to have an opinion on this one.
Hey, attention that. Typical.
Yeah, your little orange and white striped burgers at Looks like you see the ghost. Good to see you're okay, Turner.
Thought we lost you.
So what'd they say? Huh? What did the doc say? Damn, ears are still ringing. Hearing shot. Doc says there's good news and bad news. Bad news is that whatever hearing damage I have now is permanent. It's just gonna keep getting worse until it's gone completely.
The hell's the good news then?
20 years time, there'll be crickets. I don't have to do a damn thing any of you have to say again. I'll finally be at peace.
Walker, care to share with the class?
Yeah, the report says that Turner swerved after hearing the guy blaring his horn, but he wouldn't have, or he maybe couldn't have.
Why not?
Turner was deaf. At the very least, headed that way fast. Just saying it doesn't add up, you know? But, you know, reports have inconsistencies and witnesses aren't always reliable.
And sometimes an accident isn't really an accident at all.
No.
So, one of these two deaths feels sus.
That's it.
Andrew Hyde's office. To whom am I speaking?
Hi, this is Trey Barnett.
Mr. Barnett, I was told to expect a call from you.
Yeah, is Andrew around? I saw the puzzle. Yeah. Test. Whatever. Yeah.
Andrew is out of the office, but I'm happy to consider your results.
Okay. All right, so Andrew had me looking over an event at the Crosby Amphitheater in Cincy.
And what did you find?
Okay, so the Crosby was connected by a tunnel to an old financial center. It was closed off in the 90s, but the buildings are still connected to each other, and they share a backup generator. We would need to account for that and clear the surrounding facilities.
Someone will be in touch shortly to get you started on the next steps of the hiring process. I'm sure Andrew will personally reach out when he returns.
Just like that?
Just like that. Talk soon.
Thank you.
Yeah!
This doesn't look good.
Tommy! Tommy! No. Stay with me. Yeah, I came back. You're here. I'm here. I'm here. You were right, okay? You were right. I should have listened to you.
There's no cell service.
Hang in there, okay? No. Please. This is it for me.
Walker, whoever did this was just here. They've got to be close.
Go. Hey, brother. I'm right here, okay? I'm not going anywhere.
Is he,
No.
I'm so sorry, Walker.
Yeah, me too. So what happened here? Are you okay?
He was trying to run me off the road. But, yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, good. Well, I'm glad you're all right.
Do you recognize him at all?
No, I've never seen him in my life. Everyone I saw in captivity got scooped up.
That is not the answer I was hoping for.
And when you boys were little, I used to think about y'all taking over. It took a while, but I did come to accept that you and Cordell, you just didn't have that green thumb, so to speak. And if I was to be the last generation of true Walker rancher, then to hell with it, so be it. All I cared about was that my sons were happy.
And we appreciated that so much.
But then my son, who won the school-wide spelling bee in the 2nd grade and knew what a tort was that very same year, suddenly found an interest. Started thinking about this place less as Walker Ranch and more like Walker and Sons Ranch.
Daddy.
But then you went and you did all this on your own. And I still don't know how it's all going to shake out, but I'm man enough to admit that it hurt. Wiped away vision that I'd become so fond of.
Dad, that was never my intention to hurt you. I mean, I was trying to leave my mark, and I overstepped, and I know that now. But this was as much for me as it was for us. And I was hoping that it could be ours, you know, like a family thing.
This again.
Well, this is based off Granddad's signature. And the horseshoes were Stella's idea, one for our past, our present, and our future, our evolving family and business.
Well, hell, William, when you put it like that.
Dad, I would really love for you to be a part of this.
Daddy's signature with them chicken scratch, that ain't it.
It's an artist interpretation.
Yeah, well, that ain't it.
This guy was definitely a gray flag.
Yeah, I'd say this about confirms that.
I mean, going after vets in broad daylight, that feels like a major escalation.
No, I mean, an anarchist group would definitely take issue with the military, but specifically my unit, that's different, Cass. That's personal.
Well, so what are you saying? Are we looking at some sort of gray flag splinter cell?
No, I don't know, and maybe. But the way they left Tommy on display, and they're kicking it into a higher gear. Like they wanted someone to find him, you know, they wanted someone to know it was them.
Someone or you.
And if that's the case, then someone is targeting my unit.
And they know a whole lot about you, stuff that isn't necessarily common knowledge.
And they're in with Gray Flag. I mean, Turner, Ortiz, now Tommy, all gone.
Based on that theory, then Walker, you're next.
I think it's time we read in James.
You sure you want to follow?
Yeah, I took the long way. And I swapped cars just in case. So did we pull it off? Did everyone buy you actually firing me?
Well, if the dirty looks I'm getting are any indication, then we're in the clear. Walker and Cassie. They had us out.
You were right about that guy at the VA, you know.
Okay, and?
I made contact. I think I have my in.
Okay.
Is he undercover?
Okay, good. The mission's a go.
Alright. So what now?
Now we wait, keep our distance while you take the next step.
Okay.
But be careful, man.
Will do. It's good to see you, Cap.
You too, Barnett.
This is bad. Nothing nice for Captain James.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay, Barnett, you're action after the Rangers put you on ice.
Contact Julia, see what she knows.
The friend at the Pentagon's leaving a USB drive for me.
Someone is hunting my Marine unit. I'm the last one on the hit list.